Awesome. All right. Welcome back to the channel. Today we got something interesting. I got something for Christmas. I know it's late, but to get a little bit different tone in my bass. So without further ado, here we go. All right. Welcome back. So today I'm going to attempt to put new pickups in my bass. Today I have my Squier Jaguar bass. It's a PJ bass, so I got PJ pickups. I got these pickups. They are from Duff. They're Duff McKagan Seymour Duncans. I thought they'd be kind of cool, trying to chase his little bit of his tone, because he'd be one of my favorite bass players. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I did watch YouTube, so we're good to go. All right, so what you're going to need? A little bit of what you're going to need for this. All right, so what you're going to need yourself a screwdriver, couple screwdrivers, probably a small one, a pair of wire cutters, just like so. Good stuff. Of course, your pickups, a pair of wire strippers. I got a little sponge here for my soldering iron. I've got these strings that Duff McKagan uses. They are Roto Sound 66s. They're 45s and 105s. I think they're going to sound pretty good. I got some solder. I've got some nips because we're going to have to cut our strings and wind them back up. And we have our soldering iron, which I got warming up. Big thing about this is, remember, if you don't have any electrical experience, it's not hard. You're matching colors, right? So, all right. So the first thing we got to do is take all our strings off, of course. So here we go. Let's take the strings off. Let's move. Now, I know some people will say, oh, I saved my strings, I boil them. I don't. I just get new ones, just like guitar strings. They're super expensive. These things are not super expensive, but yeah, they're super expensive. Guitar strings are $4 or $5 a pair. These are like $30 to $40 a pair. So, I mean, what are you going to do? So I just like to replace them. I make it easier on myself. So I'm just going to snip them off. If not, you can take them out, completely unwind them, and put them to a side. But I'm going to snip them all off. I'm going to put them aside into the trash can. Now, all right, all that's cleared out now. So now, what we got to do is, first thing we got to do is we got to take this plate off. This is the pick guard. So we're going to take the pick guard off to access. This is our precision bass pickup that we'll be accessing first. Make sure you don't lose these. These are a number one tip screw, Phillips head screwdriver. You could probably use an electric screwdriver to take them out. I would not use an electric screwdriver to put them back in, due to you could over tighten them in the wood, and they're very small and they'll strip out. All right, so we got that. That's off. We're going to set that aside. Now, I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take off the knobs and the knob plate to get in here. So hang on, let me get a screwdriver. This is my fancy guitar knob lifting device, aka a flathead screwdriver. But be careful when you do this so you don't mar up the surface. What you're going to do is you're going to fairly lift them up and they'll just pop right off. Just like so. These aren't marked, so I'm going to put them right here on the tray with all the rest of the stuff. Just like that. Now we're going to have to take these little knobs off, which I'm not really sure what they are. So We'll get a couple wrenches, a little set. Let's see what size wrenches these are to take these knobs. There's little nuts on them, and you just gotta get them off. Loosens them up. It's easy to go. They're probably metric. Oh, no. So this is a, it's a 7/16, so a standard 7/16. They're not very tight, so all you gotta do is just crank them loose, and then you can take them off by hand. It frees up the knobs from the foot. Take all that off. Now mind you, we're going to clean this up. Now, this isn't like a house or something. It's kind of like a car. You can do upgrades to a guitar or bass like this. It doesn't up the price. It does. Your resale value is not going to go up because you did this. This is solely because you want it to sound cool or sound different and maybe sound better. It's definitely going to sound better because, let's be honest, the pickups they put in these Squiers aren't that great. They work, they make good noise, make good sound, but when you're chasing a tune, man, let's just get her rip, let her rip, right? All right. Take the screws out, take the plate off. Now you got all your pots. Oops. 1, 2, 3, I'm missing one. I'm missing, oh well, we'll find it. Oh, there it is. 4. All right, put that plate there. All right, here you got all your pots. These are your knobs. This is your volume, your tone, and your bass boost. This thing's got a boost because it's an active. All right, next thing we gotta do is we gotta take these little screws right here out. Take these little screws out to get the pickups out. These are long. You see these long screws, they put these here. These hold the pickups in. These adjust the pickup height. So we're gonna need those. Do not use power tools on this. Please don't use power tools on this. Just let it rip and just use it by hand, because you could very easily, because they're just screwed into the body. They're very thin, as you can see. They're very small. So, and these are the pickup covers, so we take the pickup covers off. One last thing to drop, and now we can pull the pickups out. Now, we have access to the pickups and onto the pot. So now this is obviously the volume for this one. So you have your white and your black. I have no clue what I'm doing, but we'll figure it out. Let's open this and see what we got here. See if you can match this. To what we got. All right, so look, we got white and black wires for the precision pickups. Perfect, easy. They look like they're pretty good. Yep, see, they're already pre-stripped, so makes our life a little bit easier. And they give us screws, foam to go behind them. All right. Hell yeah, brother. New screws, that's what I'm talking about. And then we have this one, which is going to be a little bit more complicated, which is the bridge pickup. We're going to do the easy pickup first. All right, we're going to wrap these. Trash. All right, so they're put together, boom, 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 easy. Look at these cool little skulls I got on there. Isn't that cool? It's pretty badass. I like it. So, now we can do this one of two ways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it one at a time, because I don't want to screw this up by any means whatsoever. So, we'll do the white one first. So what we got to do is we got to unsolder the white one. Find where the white one goes. Get a little heat on it. Boom. Comes right off. Look at that. Too easy. The white one come off. Just like so. And now we got to unsolder the black one, but the black one obviously is potted together with a bunch of other ones. So, that hurt. It's nice and warm. Let's hope. Wow, there's a lot of solder in here. They say, I don't even remember what the temperature is supposed to be, but I bought the $30 soldering iron, not the $120 soldering iron. So, you got to heat it up and hopefully it comes loose. Wow, this thing's not coming loose. There we go. There's a lot of solder on there. There we go. Ow. That thing's hotter than $3 pistols, so don't fucking fuck with it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a pair of pliers, and that way I don't fucking burn myself. Gotta love needle nose pliers. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab it with needle nose pliers and heat it up at the same time, and that way we don't burn ourselves. Be careful, it's hot. Cut it. Solder. So we'll figure that out. We'll keep those for something later. Probably enough. What we want to do is we want to tin these. What all tinning is we're gonna get this wire hot, and we're gonna get a little bit of the solder in there. In the wire. And then when the solder's in the wire, that way we don't have to hold the solder too. We can just hold the wire and solder it on. Now you're supposed to have let that cool. And then when we go to solder on, we'll just touch that and then solder on the wire. I'll do the soldering. I don't think this thing's hot enough, to be perfectly honest with you. I think it's bullshit. Just like that. Now, I'm not a soldering guru. I know. I suck at it, actually. So, it's not hard. I'm going to say this Weller little, I don't know if I like it. I might go buy a good one. We'll see what happens. All right, so now we just got to weld it. Well, that's kind of what you're doing. We're kind of welding, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to put the black on first. I don't know why, just because we are. Now, we can just heat this thing up. We should be able to just heat this up. And this solder that's right onto here, because this is where it goes. Right here. Right here is where it just like that. Oh yeah. Then we got to solder the white one on. Now they do make these little alligator clip things with these little arms, little flex arms that hold this stuff, and that'd be cool to have. But I'm a hobbyist and I like to do things inexpensive. Probably should have bought it anyways, but whatever. See, the nice thing about this is you don't have to sit there and hold it and do your thing, and you just. All right. Now that one is complete. So now those are done. Should have lost that. Okay, that goes on there. All right, now we got to get this one out, the bridge one, and we'll get the bridge one done. So where's the screwdriver? Oh, there's the screwdriver. There we go. Actually, you know what? We probably should just put these back in and then pull that out. Yeah, let's do that. So where's the picture? Is there a picture on here? Okay, why didn't they put a picture on here? Lame sauce. Oh, that's not going to work. We're going to have to put the foam on. Okay, so it comes with foam. So let's pull the foam out here. Comes with these two little foam pieces. We'll stick them on the bottom. And then it comes with this big one for the neck. So I don't know if these are supposed to stick to the bottom or stick to the... Is that how it's supposed to go? Yeah. I don't know if this is supposed to stick to the bottom or stick to the... I think it's supposed to stick to the guitar, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm just going to stick it to the guitar. Fits pretty much perfectly between those two screws, so that's all we need, right? Perfect. And then this one's got the ground wire, but that's fine. We'll just go over the ground wire. It's not going to hurt anything. We'll just put this right about here. I don't know, we need to come over a little bit more. There we go. Now, they come with new screws. So let's use new screws. I'm always a big fan of using what screws they give you. New hardware is always good. It comes with other stuff that's going to come on this channel. Is I got a surprise because I do have a motorcycle and I'm going to be doing some stuff to that. I know I'm all over the place with this channel, but you know what? I kind of like it that way. That's why it is PNS Hobbies and Adventures, because, well, life's an adventure and I like hobbies. Hobbies and adventures. Now we'll just be guessing this because I don't know what the height's supposed to be right this second. I have to do some more YouTubing. But this is just to get this started. This is just to get this stuff started, and then we will get everything going. Now we got the front pickup screwed down with foam underneath it. Kind of tuck the wire in here. What we're going to do is we're using the same holes that were in there before. Nothing different. They do have a lot of extra wire in here, but I don't care. I put the skull on the bottom pickup. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. They didn't give me a picture. And, well, I'm an infantryman, so I need pictures. So it looks cool. And let's be honest, there's no rules. And if anybody says anything, I don't care. Someone says something about it in the comments, like, oh, it's supposed to be on the top. They don't care. All right, so now we just got these snugged up. I don't have them. You don't tighten them all the way down. You just kind of put them down to where you think they're going to be, because we're going to set the level of these. We're going to set the height of the pickups when we're done putting them all in and put the strings on, and we're going to set the height. So now we're going to do the bridge pickup. Pull the screws out of there. Wait, did I give us bridge pickup screws? Oh, snap, son, they give us bridge pickup screws. Da, 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 da. Oh. If you're like me, you're a hoarder of screws. I will keep these screws because they can be used for other things. Let's be honest, you can use anything you really want for put screws on, as long as it's not a flat surface, because flat surface will suck. Oh, this one's already got foam underneath it. Perfect. All right, where are these going to? We got yellow and black. Uh-oh. I don't have a yellow. I have... Oh. Well, it's just got a yellow and black. Oh, no. Okay, let's see where that's going. I don't have a yellow and a black. Guess we should read the instructions. Okay, well, let's see what we got going here. Jazz volume, got it. That's the jazz volume knob, okay. Oh, so I don't need the red or the white. I just need the green. Oh man, dude, these wires are small. So we don't need that. This says I don't need these, so we'll take these out. We don't need those. Those will be taped up. And then the green and the bear go over there. And then the black goes over to... Oh, the black goes right over here. Why does the black goes there, not to... Oh, that's crazy. Why does it run it the same way, I guess? I'm almost thinking I'm going to cut these wires and just solder them together. And now I don't have to go fuck with the pots. I don't know if that's the right answer. But I think that's the answer I'm going to go with. Because I think it's going to work good that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, well, no, we'll do it at the pots. Because that's how it's supposed to be done. So, well, this one's got it. Oh, whatever. Okay, so now we need to unsolder the yellow. To stop the boringness, I had to fart around with that bridge pickup for a little while, and I didn't want to show it to you because it was really boring, and I have really good footage of it. So I ended up, two of those wires just need to be taped together. I don't know why, but that's what the instructions said, so I followed the instructions. So I got them all. I got everything soldered in. I got it screwed down. I hooked it up to an amp. I checked and made sure both pickups worked. I suggest you do this before you put the strings on because they don't work and you gotta take the strings off. So, and then I put the strings on. I got it tuned. I didn't want to bother you with that. I should have another video if you want to learn how to do strings. That's pretty simple. We'll do that. I can do another video with that. Then I got it tuned up, and then this next thing I got what it sounds like. I don't have anything based off of what the old ones sound like, except for some of my old videos. I think I have a couple playing this bass, so you can get an idea. But man, these things are way better than they were. So I think it was well worth the time and well worth the effort. And I think anybody can do this if you have some kind of basic knowledge of electricity and just of wanting to do something. And YouTube University, you make it happen. So without further ado, here's what the bass sounds like with the new Seymour Duncan pickups in it. Here we go. All right, so now we're back in my studio / office. I got it all tuned up. I didn't want to bore you guys with tuning up the guitar. It has a little bit of a noise, and I think it's just a bad connection, so I'll have to take that apart. I'll probably make that another video, me looking at it. But this is kind of what it sounds. I think it sounds awesome. It sounds very clear, very sharp. The first test is going to be on both the bridge pickup and the precision pickup all at once, right? So here it goes. Or we go. Not bad, right? Sounds pretty good. I think it's very crisp, very clean. I still got to set the levels, set the height of the pickups. Haven't done that. I got to do some Google or YouTube because you know I am a graduate of YouTube University. Woo! YouTube University. All right, now we're just gonna kill the pickup. We're gonna kill the precision pickup. We're just gonna play the jazz pickup on the bridge. See how it sounds. Very clean, very crisp, just like it's supposed to. I like it. It sounds better than the other one. So I'm going to shut this one off. I'm going to just turn the precision bass on and see what that sounds like. Like, it's very fat. And that's what the precision, it's way better than what I had before. I'll probably play with both of them on. Now, right now, I'm just playing through chorus pedal, my bass chorus pedal, and my MXR compression pedal into my Scarlett, into my computer, which is going to be the audio for this. So, not bad. I like it. Very easy. Very, very, very easy to replace. I thought if you have basic knowledge of electrical, basic knowledge of tools, you can make this happen. It's not a very big deal. I know people get freaked out when it comes to electrical, and I've never done pickups in a guitar or a bass before. I thought it was fairly simple. I used YouTube. YouTube is the shit. So I'm going to have more on this stuff. I think this stuff is going to go well. So if you want to change your pickups, do it, man. Just do it. Get after it, and get a different sound. On that note, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time.